All right. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for being a part of this 11 activation. And the overwhelming energy I got about this activation is that it's all about the collective Phoenix rising and the personal Phoenix rising. So, to get the most out of this, you guys, I'm going to set you all in an energy where you can receive what's safe for you to receive. And I love doing activations at this time of day because the sun hits my sun catcher and I get rainbows on my face. And so it's the perfect time to do activations when the sun comes through the window and making all the beautiful sun catchers and rainbow makers work. Yeah. So I'm going to invite all the amazing angels, light beings, light warriors, ascended masters, magical beings to surround each and every one of us so that you are safe to receive, and each and every one of you are in a good place to receive this activation. So, what I'm guided to do is just to bring you all into this space, and you can set this space up anywhere you want. So I am going to do it on a beach. So I'm going to imagine a beach where it's safe, and we're going to have an actual fireplace. So maybe we can all be doing a fire, a campfire, a fire that is safe. And we're going to go over every house of your Bagua. That's the energy map of your life, very much like the natal chart in astrology. And I love working with that because it allows me to cover in depth every area of life. And another thing I love about it is that not only is it a spatial representation of all areas of your life, it's also an energetic representation of all areas of your life, and they all work together. And as an energetic representation, you're going to be able to feel it in your own bodies. So to have a meaningful and powerful Phoenix rising, I want you to actually build a fireplace wherever you like. I'm going to build mine like on a beach and invite you all to be there. But if you prefer a different space that is a sacred space for you, or if you just prefer a fireplace in your own home, that's all good. That's all beautiful. So I'm going to go to our first Bagua, which is about career and calling. And I know that many of you are wanting to create a life where you are living a beautiful life of meaning, significance, and contribution. And many of you are also looking to create something in the 5D, the old 3D world of creating a life maybe no longer resonates with you. So we're going to put in this into the fire all the old issues you may have, or the hidden blocks, hidden loyalties to family, all the hypnotic trance rhythms and hypnotic trance states that you're bought into consciously, unconsciously, of course. Those hypnotic trance states are always unconscious to you. These hypnotic trance states that limit what you can do in life, who you can be, that limit you from seeing and actualizing and living the real gift of you. So all those we're going to burn away right now. So just imagine a fire burning away all those limiting beliefs, limiting paradigms, limiting ideas you bought into. And anywhere where you're creating a life from the past, our past, just about everyone's past holds pain points, right? And we're going to turn those around, whatever they may be. Oh. Oh. That's great. And because the first bagua, which has to do with career and calling, is the water element, meridians, kidney, and bladder. You may feel energy in your lower back. And the kidney meridians are also associated with what is called yuan qi or original qi DNA. So all unresolved, unhealed, repressed issues in the family system that's holding you back from honoring your true path in life. Let's clear that out of your way. Wonderful. And for every person, there are certain life experiences that are unique to you that only you know, that have caused you great pain or self doubt. And maybe there were self sabotaging stuff, or maybe it's other people sabotaging you, or maybe getting into relationships with the other person always betrays you is one of those sabotaging behaviors. So, whatever that may be to you, that is your biggest block. We're going to put it in the fire and let it burn away. Good. And I'm continuing to heal energy in your root chakra and Hara chakra, which is your sacrum, sacral chakra. And as this is the fire is underway and really burning away stuff, the energy is just getting hotter, or some people you get cooler. Yeah, for some people, as the energy gets hotter or as the situations get more intense, you become cooler and cooler. And some people are the opposite. So, whatever your reaction is, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, wonderful. It's all good, you guys. Oh, oh. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh. So we are still working on Bagua 1, which is about career and calling, and clearing away, burning away all limiting beliefs, all the issues, conscious, subconscious. Oh. 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 Okay, so somebody just said it's not zooming on YouTube. Hold on a second. Let me just It says it is live streaming on YouTube here. So I'm not sure what's going on, but if I were to go to YouTube, oh, okay, let me just see. Okay, I decided, okay, I can only be in one place at a time. I guess if I am on Zoom, I have to be on Zoom. Otherwise, it has a background noise. So sorry, if I'm on Zoom, I have to be on Zoom. Okay, YouTube, I don't know why I was live streaming on YouTube, but it's just not going. Okay. Well, since we are clearing away sabotaging behavior and what have you, let's clear away all that. Oh, okay. I think on YouTube, what is going on is that I can't be in two places at once. Okay. Okay, well, as long as we're all here. So, whatever those unconscious, subconscious behaviors that's keeping all this from working. So I think that that's a lot of people, right? Those of you who have a business and you want to have your own YouTube channel or Zoom or Facebook and grow in social media, something happens and it just feels like it's not working. So I'm going to clear that. Whatever is not working about that. Because I imagine that all of you who are trying to grow your business, you would have some issues with technology as well. So, so all the technical stuff that's keeping some of you from, and myself included, from being where you can be in your career. Oh, how nice of mine to show up like this live for everybody to see. What are all my issues? Whew. All right. So now we're going to go to the second sector of the Bagua, which is relationships. And the third Bagua is also about relationships, but that's more like family, your tribe, your church. On this one, the second Bagua is more of your intimate relationships. By intimate, it's people that you have to see every day, whether you want to or not. So that's what makes it so hard. And so let's clear away what needs to be clear, because some of us choose relationships that totally keep you from rising above the challenge because the relationship itself is the challenge. So if that's some of your relationships for whatever reason, and I know some of us are in situations where you feel like if you do what you really want, say what you really want, that relationship is going to end. That level of fear, that level of survival fear, I'm not saying it's not real, but I'm saying it's really rough to have. So, in all your intimate relationships, whether it's your spouse, your parents, your children, cousins who live nearby, people you have to see every day, if there's anyone in your energy field that's doing any sabotaging, it's really rough to be able to totally be who you are and create the life you want. So, any relationship where you feel like you're walking on eggshells, you can be sure there's going to be bodily ache and pain from being around them. So, all the bodily aches and pains from being in relationships that are just really challenging. And in all the guilt that you bought into, or the guilt you bought into that says you have to put up with this for whatever reason, however you're being manipulated in those hurtful and harmful relationships, let's put all those manipulations and lies and all the gaslighting into that fire and just let it burn to make way for a new way of relating. So you can still have the same people, but what if you can have a different way of relating to them? Yeah. Good. I hope that's feeling better. So, and there are patterns in your relationships with people that only you know about, and you, whatever that may be, just put it in the fire and let's burn all those. And if you like to go global and just clear relationships in the world and that are just not created with total harmony and peace, whatever's underlining those relations, I know many of you want to heal what's out there too. And I get it. I do too. I do. I do want to heal other wars out there where the relationships are just nowhere close to peaceful and harmonious. So whatever underlining patterns that are going on there that only God knows, we're going to ask that they be transformed in the light into something light and harmonious and peaceful. So we're going to do the same thing to all your relationships, any and all relationships that are not created in a peaceful, harmonious way. And let's do all the relationships between all your own organ systems, because you want your organ systems and every cell in your body to work in perfect harmony. So anywhere where there's pain in your body, things are not working in harmony. So all organ systems that are not filled with harmonious energy, we're going to clear that. And we're just going to take a cell itself and clear cellularly all the issues going on a cellular level. Because your most intimate relationship in the world is the one with yourself, with your own heart, with your own body. So, where in your own heart are you not in harmony with yourself? Sylvia, it so looks like you're just taking a shot of whiskey while doing this activation. They're gone. So where are you not in harmony with yourself that you need to have a whiskey shot every time you work with me? I'm just kidding. Or sake. I'm only kidding, Sylvia. I'm only kidding. Okay. Well, in case any of you actually do need to go have a shot of whiskey or whatever, sake like my grandma, or whatever else. So I would say that's not being in harmony with you, right? So those addiction patterns, whatever they may be, it doesn't matter what they are. Oh, now I'm not creating harmony with some of you because I'm saying you have addiction issues. So yeah, I know it's actually water. And I know it's pure water and not water that you put other things in. All right. But of course, there's some of us who are not just drinking pure water sometimes. So, all the addictions, whatever they may be, it doesn't have to be about drink. It can be addiction to drama. It can be an addiction to healing. Believe it or not, that can be addiction for those of you who are healers. You are so addicted to healing that you don't even know it. But you know it when everyone around you always needs something from you. Every relationship is outgoing rather than uh, outgoing and receiving. There's no reciprocity. So then you know you are a healer who is addicted to healing and you haven't resolved the dark side of being a healer, or the shadow side, dark side, shadow side. I'm always healing my shadow side. So that. So, what shadows are you working with that need to come into the light? Give it more love. Some of it may show up in the form of food. Some of it may be habitual thinking about things. And a lot of times, with any addictive pattern, there's also a thought process that goes along with it, a thought process that creates a behavioral process. And the thought process goes back to an unhealed trauma. So, any and all unhealed traumas, especially bonding traumas, especially unsafe, insecure bonding or no bonding with a parent. Oh, oh. And then all the unhealed bonding issues that actually create you to form relationships that reflect back to you all your unhealed stuff. So those are really tough relationships, really tough. And all the relationships that are based on trauma bonding. Let's transform those. And so let's go back to all lifetimes of unhealed abandonment issues, bonding issues. And if you are a parent and you have a child who has tremendous challenges, and I know that you absorb a lot of self blame, and there's a lot of finger pointing from the rest of the world onto you when the cause of some of the issues is environmental or biochemical or some other factor. So all the guilt you took on that created you to keep on needing an outside fix. So we're going to clear and kind of like disrupt the pathways of addiction in the brain. So all pathways of addiction. And it's also healthy and important to know when it's time to leave a relationship, because keep on trying to fix a relationship in itself can be time consuming, demoralizing, and just really rough. So know your own limit when something is just not for you to fix. Because sometimes people have their own paths, and sometimes you only go so far in life with someone, and then they need to take a different path than you, and no one is going to be on the same path with you all the way. I mean, there may be a few people in your life who are meant to be with you all the way till the end, but not everyone is there for you till the end. That sort of a thing. So, where we force relationships to have this happily ever after, when it's not going to be that way. So recognize what is true for you. Who is really there for you? And who are you enabling? Right? Who are you enabling? Who are you wanting to fix? Right. So let's just bring more harmony, the energy of harmony to relationships, to the relationship agua. And now I'm going to move on to Bagua 3, which is about the tribe, the bigger tribe that you're with. So that's all of us here. We are a tribe. And then for some of you, that's the community you're in, the religious community you're in, the workplace you're in, the political party you're in, and all that. What if all of it, all the issues that were in them, can now be burned to feed into a new way of being? So everything in those relationships that are not supportive, that need to just go into the fire and be burned, let's bring them all in. But we are a good tribe. We are a good loving tribe here. Okay. So because we work so much in relationships, this third bagua does not need as much work. So that gives us permission to move on to the next bagua, which is about wealth and resources. And the greatest block to wealth is not realizing the wealth within yourself, because few of us were ever brought up to acknowledge what's good about us, right? We only see what's bad about us. And some of you have the kind of wealth that is growing. We always have wealth that is growing. But maybe in the past, the time was not right for you to share it, but now it is. Now it is right for you to share your inner wealth, honor your inner wealth, bring it out so that everyone can enjoy it, so that you too can really expand your influence. So your wealth and resources, anything that keeps you from honoring and seeing and receiving what God has given to you, let's throw all those blocks to your wealth in the fire. Oh. And another thing that people do too easily, I'm finding, is that it's like balking at a flower bud because it's a bud and not yet a flower, or just balking at the seed that you planted yesterday and not give it time to grow. So your ideas require time. If it didn't happen instantly, if you didn't get 10 new clients in a week, you think you're a failure. That's really, balking at a flower bud. So anywhere where you're actually hurting yourself instead of helping yourself to grow, or the impatience, or the self-judgment, or the perfectionist stuff that's going on in you that keeps you from seeing how amazing you are, seeing all the resources you have, all the blocks to keep you from valuing you and what you have to offer the world. So let's burn away all those blocks to seeing your own value and to bringing it to the world. In other ways, you're really just barking at a flower bud. Okay, good. Now we're going to go to the center of the Bagua, which is the fifth Bagua, and it's the earth element, and it's all about health. Health is wealth. So I'm going to again tune into bodies, the biggest challenges that are going on with your health and that's keeping you from actualizing more wealth in the world, whatever those stuff may be for you. Oh, let's burn away all those issues. Oh. And I'm gonna just look at skeletal systems to make sure you're all really standing in your power. So, ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, your head, let that come into alignment with the line of life so that it works with gravity and it works with you receiving from the earth. Oh. And let every cell in your body receive the highest flow of universal energy for all cells in the body to work in complete harmony, and then for all organs and organ systems to work in complete harmony with one another. So all the pain in your body that's looking for healing energy to bring it back into harmony, wherever that pain may be for you. So what I'm hearing is about all the compromises you accepted and forced onto yourself that's creating your body to be not at ease at all. Oh. Yeah, I get it. You know the lie we all bought into about relationships. I've been told before too that if you're going to be in a mature relationship as a mature human being, you're going to have to accept compromises and blah, blah, blah. And the moment you start compromising is you can't be who you are in a relationship. And if you can't show up 100%, that relationship is not going to be happy and your body's not going to be happy. So that's a lie. So all the compromises you bought into because it was imposed on you, and that's creating disease in the body or, yeah, or pain, stagnation. Because compromise often means you're going to be at the mercy of the other person who wants you to compromise. And then you're going to be walking on eggshells because you can't be you. So, what if a healthy relationship is one where you get to fully honor who you are? And of course, that doesn't mean that you're going to be rude to the other person. It means you get to be all of who you are, the good, the bad, the ugly. You can't just be quiet all the time and be who someone else wants you to be, right? Okay. So now we're going to move to the sixth Bagua, and I think this is about creativity and children and creative efforts, but it's also about completion. So all the unresolved traumas that are seeking completion that's holding you back, let's let all those be complete now. Do you know how annoying it is to be in a conversation with someone who keeps on cutting you off and they get to have their say, but then you feel so cut off you can't even complete a sentence? That's really not good power dynamic. So, all the things that you needed to say to someone but you couldn't, write it down and put it in the fire now. Yeah, there's a lot of that, isn't it? Yeah, put it in the fire and tell whomever that is that they're total idiots. Okay, but then burn that in the fire so you don't have to tell them in person. So, all the idiots that you have to face, we're going to talk about that now. Oh, yeah, if some relationships are such that it's like not just little eggshells, but dinosaur eggshells, and I'm so sorry. That's really a lot of eggshells all at once. Huge eggshells to walk on. And I know the silencing that's been going on, even in spiritual communities that say, don't tell your story anymore, or don't say this, don't say that. It's negative. You're bringing down the vibration, you're ruining the vibration. Using spiritual stuff to silence you, I find that to be one of the most disturbing things about the spiritual community, using false spiritual teachings to silence someone who has something to say that they don't like, that they label as negative. No, that's not being spacious. That's not really receiving. So, everything that you wanted to be able to say about all that, say it and then let it burn in the fire. Have your say, because that's healthy expression. So all the traumas, psychological traumas, emotional traumas, physical traumas that just need completion to let go. Bring it all in here and let it all be complete in the light in a way that's fulfilling to you so that it can be transformed in the fire so you can rise above it all. Yeah, anything you want to say, negative, it's completely okay. We're going to burn it in the fire so that you can rise above it all. But incomplete stuff, especially traumas, hold back our psychic energy. So everything that's holding back or holding down your psychic energy, your real energy, your emotional energy, everything that's keeping you from living life from an inspired and even exuberant space. I bet there's a lot of unhealed traumas that are looking for completion. And give yourself permission to let go what needs to be let go. And throw stuff out that needs to be thrown out. This one is so hard for me. It is so hard for me to throw things out that no longer serve me. It is so hard for me to clean out the refrigerator and throw food out because when you grow up not always having food, it's really hard to throw away food. And it's really hard to throw away just about anything. And I need to learn to bless things, let it go to goodwill, let someone else enjoy what I no longer need. And then for all that stuff that you're holding on to that is needing to let go, we can throw it into the fire and let it be transformed so that it's fuel for the fire. And the fire helps to heal the earth, right? All the ashes are far more biodegradable and healing and helpful for the earth than things that are not burnt. So burning some stuff makes it so much more easier to be used and reabsorbed by the earth. It makes it biodegradable, right? Or whatever the word is. You know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now let's go to the sector on, okay, we got creativity, travel and mentors. Yeah, travel and mentors. And here I like to talk about a different kind of travel, the path from your head to your heart. And a mentor is someone who helps you to travel from the head to your heart. And that inner travel. What if you can be your own best mentor now and follow your own heart? Follow a path with heart. And if you're not already traveling on a path with heart, let's clear all the things that keep you from being on your own path and traveling your path with ease. Good. Good. So this part is good. And then Bhagavad 8 is about knowledge, self-knowledge, and rest and relaxation. So to know thyself and honoring your own inner wisdom. So I'm going to clear anything and everything that keeps you from honoring your wisdom and honoring the rhythm of life, and honoring the rhythm of life. You got to have time to rest and relax and allow things to regenerate. Deep relaxation allows for recreation and regeneration, recreation to recreate, right? So give yourself time for recreation so that you can regenerate and be recreated. That's what the whole Phoenix Rising is about, to recreate what is truly magnificent about you and your life. Oh. Yeah. And as you create yourself, recreate yourself, then you are going to be able to bring that to the world. And the final sector of the Bagua is, it's called fame, but it's actually social influence, who you are in the world, your real legacy in the world. So let's recreate yourself so that when you rise, when you have your Phoenix rising, you will be seen as who you really are in your total magnificence. So allow the total magnificence of you to be fully embodied and to be seen, and that it's safe for you to embody the magnificence that's you. And you are that phoenix rising from the ashes of the past that no longer serves you. And everything in the past is now transformed and transmuted so that you can fully honor your wisdom, your resilience, your strength, your magnificence. Live your full potential. Create from your infinite potential. All right. So that is today's activation, everybody. And I wish you many blessings. And I'm going to